from here, good. Great. What's my output? 480p, that's really all you need. 760. That's really all you need. Where's promote? Nah, you're good. No stress. players live, but I'm just getting through their respective ads. I mean, they went through my ads, it's only fair for me to go through their ads. We have a Sky ready, or at least live, definitely not ready. Or could be, who knows? Oops. Alright. Perfect. Hello, Sky. Hello, hello. Let me make sure I got all of Marts in frame. There we go. Do I have all of... Okay, I do. Ooh, Sky asking SPS 18 all the way. Knowing Marts would be very happy to oblige to that, but of course, needing confirmation. Alrighty. There is your seed for this quarterfinals matchup. It starts Charlie 20972. Ron Paul, it's happening. .gif. Thank you, Abaro. Welcome, welcome. Be so cool if you could. Oh, my mouse is not working again. Oh, I love that. I need to get a better mouse. The fucking USB port never works on it. Luckily, I've got chat open on my laptop, so I don't need to. Oh, you're fine. Ready for Marts. And ready from Sky. Getting game number 1 counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. In the meantime, I'm gonna see about reconnecting my mouse. It's such a fun game of take the USB periphery out, put it back in, wait 5 minutes, do it again. But we got both players off and on the correct seeds. Both players getting Tetris number 1 at the same time. This guy with a pretty built out left. A couple of complications early on Sky's side. Oh, alright. That will do it for Sky with game 1. Mart's good for game number 1. Abar saying, wait, how many of these players are in my silver div? I think 3 or 4, at least. Warm-up done. It's like I always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Let me actually check silver real quick and see. Marts, Richard, Sky, Abaro. Yep. Warm-up. Warm-up's done for one of them. Yeah, Mars needs the next level to get ready as well. And we're good for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mars is always decked out in Tetris apparel, and it makes me so happy. Drinking from the CTWC mug, wearing a Berenstain Bears shirt with what I'm assuming is Monday Night Madness on the hat. A man with commitments. I like it. Sky with Tetris number 1. TNP merch would go hard. I feel like we should have a fun logo for TNP. I just don't know what it would be. The Lombard is taking its sweet time showing, and it's not being very beneficial for Sky's board. Sky doing a good job surviving this, but will not be able to hang on. Top's at 38, Mart's at 93, good for game number 2. So Mart's is on the verge of taking this. We we need to wait even longer for the Richard Jobin theme hat. Yeah, it's reverse sweep time. Oh, did I miss Winter in here as well? Yeah, turn Galwa into a marketable plushie. Alright, yeah, Sky's got music on. It's Jover now for Mart's. Sky's got music on. Crusher's here! Let's go. Also, welcome to Farhan in the chat. Thank you for first time chat and cheering on Mart's. But player is good for game number 3. Let's kick it off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Is the Tetris always trademarked? No, it's not. That's new. Oh, Sky grabbing the Sylveon plush. Both players off here. Sky with the classic board head shake. Both players sinking Tetrises. Sky's first. I believe Mart's is second or third at this point. I love restreaming 18 matches because it lets me know how to stack on 18. I'm getting free 18 stacking lessons right now. Another Tetris for Sky. Mart's not filling in the Lombard dependency in 1, deciding to take the double in 10. Mart's at 61, Sky 88 right now, at 28 lines. Tetris for Sky again. Sky a much better start to this game. Mart's still having to fight with a bit of garbage in the wells. I was gonna say would have set up left well, but I think he's deciding to stick to the right well. Smart move. We'll see how it pays off. Sky at 164, Mart's 79. Sky setting up in the left well. Has decent pieces for it. We'll get some burns. Would love a bar though. Gets the bar. Goes to 191. Mart's at 131. At just about halfway in level 18. Tetris for Sky. Mart's built back up on the right, gets a Tetris, goes to 154. Mart's gets a Tetris, up to 180. 40k the difference here. Oh, that was a good burn sequence. I need to remember that. Richard Wolf, rating, party of 5. Hello. Thank you and welcome. I take it you just got done with the restream? Tetris for Sky. Sky up to 273, Mart's 207. Mart's board is going the other way as intended. Sorry, the other way than was intended. Get my words right there. Gets the lumbar over. Had such messed up times. Well, I'm glad you're here. You, I would say, are actually making pretty good time. As you can see, it's game number 3. Could potentially go to 4 or even 5, depending on how this game 3 goes. Both players at the Joey Parker turn. Sky at 343, Mart's 244, so 100k the difference in Sky's favor. Oh no! Gute Besserung. I hope you get better soon. Not fun being sick, especially. Didn't you also have a birthday? No, it was Burrito Dad that had a birthday soon. That's right. I was gonna say I would hate for you to be sick on your birthday, but I actually don't know if it was your birthday or not. I was conflating you with somebody else. Javanti also in the chat. Sky up to 394. Mart's 314. Oh, Mart's wanted to hold out for a Tetris, but that square was not helping. Got that one though up to 342, has 2 more in the bag. Sky also 2 more in the bag. Lumbar not coming when it needs to. Mart's transitioning 368, Sky transitioning 453. Immediately misshifting an S there. Oh, that's a Z. Where's my damn spreadsheet that tells me what piece is which? Hello Ian, happy Saturday to ya. Hope you're doing well. Mart's board. Mart's collapses at 381, so Sky at 466 takes game number 3. Stays alive. Could be the genesis of that reverse sweep. Sky, I wouldn't blame if you did mulligan this. Kardec, also welcome to the chat. Will not. Cool, cool, cool. So GG's. Mart's with all the fans in chat. One of the 500. Can't blame you. Both players ready for game number 4 here, so let's waste no time. Let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are off. ZSL the opener. The players syncing their first Tetrises after the Lombard takes its dear sweet time getting there. I'm always so excited to restream TMP matches in places that aren't TMP. I like to get my reach out as a relatively new restreamer. I say relatively new. This is like closing in on 100 restreams for me, which is insane. I've only been in this community since November. The players taking just a second to get their boards back into scoring contention. Sky at 42, Mart's at 82. Sky slamming a Tetris. Mart's also getting a 4-line clear. I don't know, there's only so many ways to say that you scored. Sky having to cover up the well. Mart's also having to cover the well, but is quick to get it uncovered. Sky also with the well uncovered, now waiting on a Lombard. Finds it, gets it, goes to 123. Mart's sitting at 159 right now. Mart's eye dependent in 4. Trying not to fill it, but inevitably has to fill it with a T. So Mart's 185, and that will do it at 185. Sky, 185 is your chase. 185. A Tetris and Chain should do it. Lombard comes up to 180. 5k more is the chase. Sky with a sigh of relief as that Lombard comes. Gets it. Knocks it down. I expected nothing less from these players. As we hit the reverse decider in the very first game of this potential 5-stream super stream. Did y'all's last match go to a decider too? That's insane. I mean, when your PBs are both 800k, what do you expect? Jesus, Marts, you went to 3 deciders yesterday. Good lord. Well, I can only wish you both the best. I'm gonna take a quick second, this pivotal moment, to check seeds before I count y'all off. Alright, cool. Well, here comes your 4th decider, Marts, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, both players are off. Mellow guys, is just sitting on my bed snoozing. March draws first blood with a triple. No, this isn't Cobra's sub max out tournament. You don't have to get a triple first. Marts, whoa. What are you doing? Pieces are not being favorable to Marts right now. Should definitely be able to get out of this. Just bit of a what do you call that thing? A hurdle. There we go. Thought there was another word for it. Sky at 79, Mart's at 20 right now, off to a bit of an early start. This guy would love pieces for the left. I wouldn't put it past Sky yet to set out in a left well. Mars gets Tetris. Sky with a very good delayed burn. Oh, but those L's on the left are not gonna do good for Sky. Sky will top at 88. Martz, 8-8 is your chase down. Oh no. I probably shouldn't say 8-8 with such joy. 88,000 is your chase down. I can't blame you for having went for that. It was, from what I was saying, it was just a missed rotation. Which happens, you know, it's pressure. How is this not copyrighted? Mart's still not technically in the clear. Still needs 3K. Fair. Mart's at 88.5, 89 will be good for the decider. So Mart's takes it in 5, which honestly is the best way to take it. You know, Mart's needed that decider win. It just proves how very well played y'all are. Let's see. Let me get this reported. This is tier 3. Fresh ball, GG. 4, 2, 3. Relative to, so Richard, you will have first level select. Because in the so I'm gonna take a quick second and run some ads just to push it. Thank you, Martz, for the bits. Yeah, no, take your time. I'm gonna take 90 seconds and run an ad and get everything set up. But I will see y'all then. Alrighty, I'm back. Thank you for joining me after the ads. Yeah, I am a dollar restreamer after all. What can I say? But we carry on with the second quarterfinal match in our super stream between Richard Wolf and Javan T. Are we SPSing? I'm not sure if Javan T is a... Okay, cool. Wasn't sure if Javan T was on card or not. So, your seed player starts E9, 4-3, C8. Gotta remember that 9 goes to A next. And Richard Wolf selected 15. What's up, Ty? Hello, welcome to chat. Yeah, Richard picked first. We're on a 15 start for game number 1. Alrighty, both players ready. Some good luck, have funs in chat. Game number 1 coming your way in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is Tristam Flight. Ty, that's very strange that you know that. Unless you Shazammed it, which... Weird flex. That's your childhood. What was it the soundtrack from? I only know this because it's on a Twitch Safe Bangers playlist that I found. Richard with 2 Tetrises now. Javan T taking just a quick sec to get the board set up. Listen to Monster Cat all the time. Hopefully there's some more on here that you'll recognize. This is, this next one's called You Should Run. Which I was shown a meme yesterday about the song You Say Run. Very, very fun. Can recommend. Javan T with a Tetris. Both players thinking one more Tetris. Richard at 99, Javan T at 69. Hey now. Tetris for Richard, Tetris for Javan T as well. I was so in the flow of getting set up for restreams that I pulled up the TMP scored sheet for no reason. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm restreaming. I need to get the VOD ready for the TMP score sheet. Nope. This is CDL. Tetris Richard Wolf 140. Javan T trying to open up those 2 holes in the stack. Ty, thank you for discovering my emotes. I need to make more. I also need to get better at making them. I make my own because I can't afford to pay anybody to make them. Richard Wolf with the Tetris, 164. Javan T playing at 132. Honestly, shout out to tier 2, 3, and 4 for having 15 starts. God, what Mullen dance? Ben Mullen made an emote of him dancing. Or rather, CCWC made an emote of Ben Mullen dancing. Javanti not going for the Corian setup. Perhaps might not have seen it. Oh, big stretch. My baby just woke up for a second. Not my human child, my fur baby. Javanti perhaps setting up one row off the bottom. Is Tetris ready? Yeah, there's the bop from Van Biller. Speaking of, still waiting for Vanny to make an appearance in one of my streams. That would be so cool. Tetris for Richard Wolf up to 270. Javanti at 220. We are... Oh, this is 15. I forgot it's 100 lines. We are about 20-25 lines away from the level 16's transition. He'll make it NSFW. Yeah, Vanny does everything. Hey, that'd be a huge mark of my presence in the community. You went AFK for 1 second. It's too. Oh my god. Yeah, he's he needs a woman in his van. Oh, that I didn't think of that out of my mouth. Richard Wolf at 301 about to transition into 18 speeds. Javanti at 265. God, yeah, talking about Van Dweller, nothing is SFW. Oh, Richard Wolf transitions with a very dirty Tetris over to, at 321. Javanti will transition with this Tetris going at 287 onto 18 speeds. Oh, I was about to say, I wouldn't... I mean, I also wouldn't put it past Van Dweller to have preference over his stuffies. Ooh, both players' boards getting up a bit high right now. Javanti, no room to get places over. We'll top at 294. Richard Wolf at 352. Good for game number 1 here. It is Javanti's level select. Yeah, that was a funky transition sequence for both players. Javanti selecting 18. Michelle Obama gif? Oh, it's Sharky. It's so small that I couldn't see it. But players ready though, let's get game number 2 off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Ooh, Javanti forgot to increment, so Richard, if you wouldn't mind topping out, we can start on the very next seed. Let's start completely at the next seed. So let's seed should be 0B at this point. Yep, 0 Bravo. Let me double check seeds. 0 Bravo. 0 Bravo. Cool. No, you're all good. No stress whatsoever. It happens. Let's kick game number 2 off one more time in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, now we're good. All good. players are off to a rocket start here on this 18 speed. Where I think pieces fall in three frames per cell, taking about a second to reach the bottom. Both players 2 Tetris is now on the board. Ooh, Richard Wolf not getting that J into position. That's gonna do it. Richard Wolf tops at 48. So Java T 76 good for game number 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to do the redo. I would have felt weird if we didn't do the redo. And Richard Wolf calling for a 15 start here on 1C. Java T, don't forget to increment again. I'm good about it this time. I'm watching you. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, now we're good. I'm patient this time. We're good for game number 3 coming your way in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sometimes I do have a bit of a happy trigger finger when it comes to pushing the exclamation 3 button, but both players off. Java T with a slight hole in the board to start. Richard also with a bit of a nook in the board. Takes the triple. Some S or Z spin, one of the two would have resolved it, but burning it down to the bottom also helps. Plus, it scores you points. So Richard Wolf here was set up, had to cover the well. Richard with a Tetris. First Tetris of this game number 3. Java T still trying to get the board back down to get those holes in the stack opened. That long bar will help settle that L. Richard's board not necessarily up high, but is approaching that point. Oh, had to cover up the right. We'll take some flat burns. Richard at 36, Java T 19. Java T with the board reestablished. Richard Wolf with the well open. Gets the lumbar over. Finds a Tetris. Would love another to bring the stack down even more, and just as I say it, gets it. Goes to 78, Java T, set up for a Tetris. We'll bank one. Gets a good Corion setup out of it too. I realize I talk way so much about Corion setups because they're one of the only named setups that I actually know. Like, I know things like the OJ exist in the 5 below, but I don't do them. So I don't know what they look like enough to call them. I know theoretically what they are, but I can't spot them in games. Richard Wolf is laying on Tetris here at 156, Java T at 72. Though Java T still with 12 lines, now 4 lines, it was 8 lines relative to Richard Wolf, but nonetheless is behind in lines. Richard Wolf holding out for a column 8 setup. Had to block the hole that would have burned it away. Is now a bit sticky. Definitely has pieces to burn this away, but we'll just give Java&T a bit of time to catch up. Java&T sinking at Tetris, going up to 149. Richard's board still a bit high. Uncovers that channel, gets the Tetris out of it, goes to 189. Java&T 187. And Java&T still with 8 lines fewer than Richard, so it is now Java&T's game. Of course, I say that we are still playing. There is still a lot of Tetris left to go. In fact, there's a couple more levels left to go after the 16 transition coming up in, for Richard, 15 lines, for Java&T 20. Richard singing a column 6 Tetris, going up to 211. Java&T trying to uncover that hole in the stack. Tetris on Richard Wolf's side up to 255, Java&T sinking one as well. The next line for Richard will send him into transition. Will transition 255, Java&T currently sitting 252, still has potentially 2 Tetrises in the bag. Richard Wolf at Tetris up to 278. Java&T transitioning 256. Waiting on a Lombard. He's currently getting massively droughted right now. Still set up. We'll get the Lombard over for a Tetris up to 281. Richard Wolf at 284. Trying to get to that hole in the stack. Gets it, has the well open, but is not yet set up. 10 lines left for Richard before 19. Oh. Richard Wolf a bit up high. 2 Lombards will not help. Needs to bring this board back down a little bit. Next line will transition at 296. That will do it. Java&T sitting at 370 before transition will be good for game number 3. But of course, Java&T, feel free to mull in this if you so desire. I will say you are good. Please don't call a lead when there isn't. I'm not sure what you were referring to. Please call it a pace lead. Okay, fair, yeah, I can do a bit better job of that. Not sure if Java's a wary one. I hope so. I said it I think twice at this point now, but for completeness, Java, if you aren't aware, you are good for game number 3. I think is close to topping out now at this point. will top at 409, so was aware. Yeah, I figured was going for a Mullen. I will give people Mullins a game, but alright, so we progressed to 2D. I'm gonna check seats one more time. 2D, perfect. It is Java and T's level select. I believe we're sticking with 18. Yep, perfect. Alright, we're ready for 18 starts. I'm gonna count y'all down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are off here. Square ZL, the opener in this game 4. Richard's board, getting a bit high, filled a long bar dependency. Gets a triple. Both players off to a bit of a stacker start here. Java T at 32, Richard Wolf at 16. Both players' boards in need of some TLC. Richard doing a good job surviving here. Board about mid-height, Java T, the board a bit lower. Ooh, Richard Wolf misshifting that J. Oh, and that will do it at 25k, so Javanti at 42 is good for game number 4, and we'll take this set. Was it meant to be? GG's and well played nonetheless. Javanti confirming you're good for the set. GG's and well played. So, taking a look at the I'm gonna take a quick second and let's check the sequence. Yeah, that was a very rough game for that sequence. Alright, I'm going to do what I did at the conclusion of the last game. I'm going to run some ads and get set up for Marts versus Javanti. So I will see y'all in a minute 30. Alrighty, I'm back and I'm here. We've got Job and T taking on Mars Crusher. And Job and T will have first level select. Oh wait. Alright, I goofed. I read the numbers wrong. It is in fact Martz's level select. Thanks to the website updating and proving me wrong. I'm gonna quickly check seeds as Martz takes a sip from the CTWC branded coffee cup. Chomchi saying will keep their options open. That's how I like to play. Yeah. We'll see how the first game goes. If it's 18 worthy, maybe, who knows. Alright, 18ing for first, checking seeds. Both players are ready, so let's kick off this semi-finals matchup in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mart's saying, don't be too good. Well, Martz, that's for you to control. You gotta be gooder. We got both players off. Let me adjust Martz's camera. Let's get all of Martz in here. Oh, my little baby man has woken up from his nap. Both players with Tetris is on the board. Martz with 2, Job and T with 1. Martz up to 69. Hey now. So this is the fun part about having quarters and then semis and then finals all in one stream. Match TV. Not sure. I tried messing with queues earlier, but I realized I couldn't fit queues with unknown players in them, so I'm still getting used to those commands. Let's give a score update. Mars is at 120 at 28 lines. Job and T at about the same line count is at 45,000. Oh no, Martz! Martz with some ugly shifts will top out at 120,000, so Job and T 1-2-0 is your chase down. 1-2-0. Takes a deep sigh, locks in. I think it was like 1-2-0-8-40. Something like that. 1-2-1 definitively. Oh, Job and T for a second was at 79,420. Darn. What could have been? Martz with the head shakes of damn it. Of how did I give this man a lineable chase down? I'm curious what match DB does. I haven't seen that command. Huh, I don't know. I'll fiddle with it later because nothing came up for me when I yielded it, but I'll fiddle with it later. Job and T still in a chase for 1-2-1. Is it the halfway mark? Martz is like, oh, I hate to see this. Gets a triple. I just like when I'm doing it. when you're lining out, when you're chasing down and you line out. Warm-up is done. Javanti passes 121. Will be good for game number 1. Can breathe that sigh of relief. Too easy. Sinks a Tetris. Was difficult to line out. Yeah, I mean, even on 18, you still do gotta lock in and concentrate. It's never free. Bobbin calling an 18 start. I'm gonna double check C's. 0A, 0A. Perfect. Let's kick game number 2 off here between these fine folk in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are off. March with Tetris number 1 and 2. Javanti also sinking a Tetris. Ooh, Mars didn't turn that L the right way to get set up for the Tetris. We'll sink on with that long bar though, up to 100,000. Javanti with this Tetris will go up to 77,000. March trying to, yep, got that complication on the board. Now, Javanti is currently setting up with a slight complication in their board as well. Martz with some feverish head shaking. Javanti sinking a Tetris up to 110. Martz at 116. At the same line counts. We are neck and neck here. Javanti with a well open just in time to get the Tetris. Martz also sinking one. These players really giving it everything they got. It is in fact an efficiency race. Javanti at Tetris. March set up for 1, gets the Lombard over, goes up to 190, Java T at 183. We are just under halfway in level 18. And Javanti has been consistent in laying in these Tetrises. Smart choice taking that flatline burn. Oh, but setting those Z's vertical will not do any favors. Gets a T over. Oh, but misshifting an L will top at 200,000. Javanti at 275. Good for game number 2. Martz, you know what you gotta do now. You know what you gotta do. You gotta take it to another decider. You have to take all your matches to deciders. It's your fate. It's your destiny. I think Javanti is setting it for one final Tetris. We'll get the Lombard over. We'll get rewarded with it. Martz choosing 15 for this level. Taking it nice and slow, nice and easy. Oh, Tetris hearts. That's cute. What is that? That's cute. Ian Keith. I need to go subscribe to Ian Keith. Well, I don't know about subscribe, but I will 100% follow them. 1B and 1B. Game 4. Sorry, this is game 3. But I'm gonna count with 4 anyway, even though it's game 3. Game 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Both players off. Martz with the first Tetris. Javanti having to use the Lombard to get set up for column 9. Puts that other Lombard in column 10 for a Tetris. Because that's how Tetrises work. Martz having to cover up a Lombard dependency a couple times. Martz is saying, "Where's my pieces? Where's the pieces I need when I need them?" Well, Martz, that'd be thinking too easy. Tetris never rewards you when you need it. That triple will do good to bring the stack down. Martz could potentially set up for a Tetris here, 2 rows off the bottom. Looks like is going to completely raise the board down. Trying to get to those holes in rows 1 and 2. Javanti, meanwhile, set up for another Tetris. Martz sitting at 37, Javanti at 82. The player's board's back under control now. Martz sinking a Tetris. Javanti having to cover the wall as the Lombard comes. Tetris both players. 107 playing 80 right now. Javanti with the advantage. Martz with the head shakes. Martz saying, yeah, I'll take the triple. You won't give me the pieces to get set up for a Tetris, I'll just take the triple. Oh, not a great sequence of pieces there on Martz's side. Board was up high, but gets a Lombard for a Tetris to bring the board back down. We'll take a double with that Tetris, but is now set up 2 rows off the bottom for 1. Javanti getting a Tetris up to 150. Mars is at 107. Martins with a well open gets a Lombard. The players around just past halfway in 15. I keep forgetting 15 is at 100. So used to 18. Mart's a good T-tuck there. Oh, but those S's are not gonna help much. Oh look, there's another one to add on to your spire. Gets a Lombard over. If you hear me cackling in the background, it's because I'm watching Martz's facial expressions. Martz with the Tetris, I believe that was the Tetris up to 164. Javanti at 211 right now. Mart's able to sink a Tetris. Javanti also knocking one down. March trying to make up ground on Javanti before this 16 speeds transition. March with the Tetris has 2 more in the bag. We'll get set up with that Lombard. Is stacked up for 2 Tetrises at 2 Lombards came in succession, but Mars with 1 line left, decides not to hold out for the Tetris and transitions to 18 speeds at 262. Gets a Tetris immediately into it though. Javanti with this Tetris transitions to 18 speeds at 289. Mart's a Tetris, 306, takes the points lead from Javanti. Both players around 15 or 20 lines left until 19. Mart's set up, it's a Tetris. Mart's at 353, Javanti to 321. Mart's trying to sink one more Tetris. Where's the bar? Where's the bar? Where's the bar? Oh, March transition 362 without the bar. Into 19 now. Javanti 20k points behind. Javanti transitioning 351. Mards, that will do it for Mards 371. So Javanti 371, 371 is your chase. Three, 6, 8. Not good enough for CTM. Well, buddy, that's why we're in community. That's why we're in the participation bracket. That will do it for Javanti crosses over secures game 3. We'll move on to the finals. Marts, my commiserations. I know how you feel. Second match, second tip. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Marks. Much, much appreciated. We are mega ahead of schedule, so I'm if Abaro and Yarno are in the chat, sure we could get it started, but we are ahead of schedule. So, Java T, feel free to play this out if you would so like. Well, it's just thanks for not making fights. Hello, Abaro. What is the conversion for bits to money? Because I thought it was 1-to-1. We got some self-promo in the chat. I wonder who from. Oh, what's up, Yarno? Hello. Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought new link in the chat. I wasn't sure if it was a bot or a scammer or not. Job and T topping at 431. Mega GG's. Oh, Job and T, thanks for using my emote. So I mean, if y'all Abaro and can I post my spot up? Yes, you can. 100%. Do it. Abaro and Yarno, if y'all do want to kick this off, feel free, indicate your preferences in the chat. I'm more than fine starting in 15 minutes, because we are ahead of schedule. Good to play now. Can play now. Perfect. And then I'm going to take 90 seconds, run this ad, and get y'all set up. But otherwise, I'll see y'all then. We got players here. Hello, Belgium. We got Belgium in the chat? You know, what's up, Belgium? Oh, y'all probably said SPS, didn't y'all? If y'all did say SPS, here you go. Also saying 18 all the way. Perf. We start Echo 6 Delta 7 6 Foxtrot. F goes to 0. Goes to A. Let's check seeds. Oh no, not a borrow again. Yeah, that's right. It's a borrow. Resident TMP host. Resident TMP overlord, might I say. Oh, I was gonna check seeds. Oh, that's right. Cool. Alright. We got ready from both players, so let's kick this second semis match off up in game number 1 here off. Those are words in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Listen, this is match 4 of 5. My words can suffer just a little bit. We're off though with STZ the opener. Borrow Tetris number 1. Yarno gets the Lombard for the dependency, trying to reopen the well. Borrow very on top of it this game, I believe, has only skimmed a line. Will skim 2 more there. I really want to get my setup like really good to where I can have like a Tetris rate counter in one of the corners or a drought counter, but that requires a bit of setup and a bit more advanced knowledge than I am currently capable of. Oh, Yarno not getting that T-tuck. Fighting a couple holes in the stack. Oh, hangs that Lombard. Oh, doesn't get the Lombard over. Yarno will top at 1 and 6. Avario at 147. We'll take game number 1. GG's. Borrow drawing first blood here. Have I used Nestrus champs? No. I'm assuming that's a website very similar to Max Out Club, which, if so, I'm really tempted to check it out. Neat. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to fiddle around with it whenever I get a second. But let me check seeds. I'm confident y'all incremented, but I can never be too careful. Alright, we're good on F7. Counting y'all down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we're off. Yarno's middle right side, very well built. Unfortunately, the rest of the board yet to match it. Gets the Lombard, gets a Tetris. Borrow also fighting the board right now. Triple flips an L. Both players suffer start so far. Who will capitalize off of the other's misfortune? Yarno sitting 33, Abaro 12. Yarno able to get the Lombard over, but we'll need to be especially careful here. We'll top out at 35, so 3-5 the chase for Abaro, 3-5. This is a much more manageable chase than the one that I had on Valentine's Day, let me tell you. The next Lombard that comes will give Abaro game number 2. If the next Lombard comes. Hello, Lombard? Lombard, you're needed. Lombard got Abaro good at 57 for game number 2. GG's indeed. Abaro on the verge of a sweep here. I want a lot of potential sweeps happen. I want to see some deciders. Let's bring it back to Mars v Sky with that decider. I got ready from both players, and a game 3 is heading to you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, both players off. Borrow with first blood here. Probably shouldn't talk about blood so much. They might demonetize me. You know how Jeff Bezos is. Both players sinking Tetrises. You know, needing this game to stay alive, needing to force a decider here. Yarno with the well open. Oh, Yarno's board's climbing. Pretty spiky board. Needs to be careful here. Yarno 63, Abaro 83. Yarno gets that Lombard in column 9. Doing a decent job of getting this down so far. Needs to keep up the good work. We'll take some good burns there. Another line of burn until this is done. Yarno with the well open and can take a sigh of relief at having gotten a Tetris out of that. Very, very good survival. Sitting at 99 right now, Abaro is at 139. Yeah, if it were me, I would not have gotten out of that. Yarno putting the survival skills on display. Oh, couldn't get the L's over to the left. Oh, couldn't get the lumbar. Yarno topping 127. Abaro at 188. Will take the semi in a sweep. Abaro with that Tetris 217 will take game 3. Geez, and very well played. Yarno, commiserations. I unfortunately had to do it on a different setup than what you're comfortable with, but thank you for showing up anyway. Genuinely, I mean, this is one of my more smoother going streams. So let me quickly flash the bracket on screen. We have Javanti going up against Abaro in the finals. Will be Javanti having first level select. Yeah, totally. I'm glad I could have taken y'all. Thank you for making time in your schedule in your Tetris meetup. Javanti still here. I'm more than good to just head straight into the finals if we're good. Abaro, if you need a second, take a second, have at it. I'm gonna run another quick ad and get set up, but yeah, otherwise I'm good to go. Alright, I'm here, I'm back. Back after ads. We went on a SPS confirmation from Java. I'm sure they would be okay with it, but of course just need to make sure. Yo, we got Java Cam. Wants to leave options open, of course. SPS for sure. Well, your wish is my command. Your final seed for Tier 3 Finals starts 5639 Delta Alpha. And players, best of luck, good luck, and most importantly, have fun. This is certain to be a banger of a match. Foolish Abaro, you don't have level select. Java is lower seed. I think I picked first. Picks 18 just the same. But hey, it's important to get the order correct. But good for game number 1. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Finals. We are off. OLO the opener. If only there were a Y piece, then you could have YOLO be the opener. There is a Y piece in like Tetris 2, but that's not. They use pentaminos and not. Or they kind of use pentaminos. Borrow Tetris number 1. Yeah, I'm so glad that Alexi had the genius to use tetraminos and not pentaminos, or else Pentris would be a much different game. Borrow slamming Tetris after Tetris, currently sitting at 95. Java with the ball open and waiting is at 38. Borrow a couple complications now in the stack. As they would put it, a bit of static. Should have pretty good pieces to get this burnt away. Meanwhile, Java waiting on another Lombard. Where is this Lombard? Hello? Where's the Lombard? Give Java the Lombard. There it is. Java saying, oh man, I'm glad I survived that. And great survival instinct. Sitting at 120, Abaro finding the bar that was so elusive on Java's side, sitting at 134. Java's taking a Tetris. Abaro answering.
It's all good.
20k the difference here between these players. This is perfect mood music for this well-matched game. We are at the halfway mark. Java T 195, Abaro 228. Tetris Abaro. Java T really good setup with the square and S. Getting set up for a Tetris goes to 220. Javanti had a bit set up, decided to put Lombard flat. That honestly is probably the better option in that scenario. Javanti with the well open, Abaro running into some more complications. Javanti with the Tetris. 20k still the difference here in Abaro's favor.
It's all good.
approaching line number 100. Barrow sinking another Tetris going up to 330. Javanti getting this Tetris going up to 281. So Barrow extending the lead just slightly. Of course, transition and post 19 are their own beasts, so we'll see how these players react to them. Barrow playing a bit conservative, wanting to get every Tetris that they can, especially against a player like Java. Java, meanwhile, trying to get the board back into scoring position. Just gets the J over. Would love to bring the board down just a hair, especially because transition coming in 10 lines for both players. Barrow's board within the lower third of the board, of the 10 by 20 array in which pieces can fall. Java next line goes into transition at 308. Barrow, the board having crept up on them, approaching transition. Oh, Javanti not getting that T-tuck. Pushed it a bit too early, will top out at 313. Barrow 369 will take game number 1. Barrow may be going for one final Tetris to put the nail in the coffin. There we go. Decided against it. Perhaps heard that they were good. Alright, we push on to 6-7 seed. Java incremented, Barrow incremented. It is Barrow's level select. Barrow picking 18. Yeah, ready from both players. So game 2 coming to you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are off. Barrow with a Tetris. The thought just hit me. What if, instead of counting 3, 2, 1 Tetris, I held a starting pistol and and you just had to hear the shot through my audio to know when to go. That unfortunately carries the effect of sound delay, but you know, the bit would be funny. Just starts Tetris matches like it's the Churchill Downs. But both players with Tetris on the board, Barrow at 52, Java at 37. Java getting good boards to open up the well, but fortunately was a Lombard shy of being Tetris ready, just Lombard flat. Barrow at 99, Java 64. Java at Tetris. Barrow sinking one as well after skimming a couple off the top. the boosters are on for both players. Trying not to give trying not to give their opponent any room to make up ground. Abaro, those midships will not do great. I wonder what happened. Was it DAS? Was it controller? Yeah, what happened? Abaro topping though at 132, Javan T at 163. We'll take game number 2. It looked like it started with a fingers just stopped working, I guess. I was gonna say it looked like it started with a trying to tuck an L in, but unfortunate. You know, the fingers do need to work in order to play Tetris. That is one of the unfortunate truths about life. But Java T turning a game of 5 into a game of 3. It's as if those first 2 games never happened, but of course they did. Java T with 18 level select on 7-8 seed. We got both players ready. Game 3, break free. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I hope one of the Tetris things that come up that isn't exactly Tetris, like Tortoise or Texas. I hope it's Tetris. I'm gonna be really disappointed if it ends up not being Tetris. Abaro with Tetris number 1. Javan T trying to get the well reopened and does. We'll sync Tetris number 1. Tetris on Abaro's side. Abaro at 74, Javan T at 57. Javan T set up for a Tetris here. We'll get it up to 106. Abaro waiting on 1. We'll sync another. So 2 Tetrises is the lead here for Abaro. Though Javan T is not relenting. Still trying to perform as efficiently as possible. Tetris on Java's side. Ooh, a nice flat eye tuck from Java. $20K the real-time points lead here. Abaro getting a Tetris. 11L to get to those holes in the stack, but that Lombard will also help. Java trying to break through the holes in the stack now at 193. Barrow setting 241 setup for a Tetris 1 row off the bottom. We'll get one. Pieces are not falling in for Java's favor. What music is this? Java is still holding on, still surviving. Past halfway, going into line 90. Oh, Java not getting that J where it needs to go. We'll top at 212, a Barrow at 300,000. Good for game number 2. Sorry, game number 3. Game 2 on their side. Game 2 of 3 won. Yeah, this song is ass. I'm gonna skip it. So, Barrow, as level select, is on the verge of taking this. Java needing this to stay in and force a finals decider. Barrow picking 18. Seed should be 8-9. I'm gonna check real quick. 8-9. 8-9. Perfect. We've got both players ready. That means game 4 is something something in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we're off. OSL. The opener of this game 4. Barrow had put that T in 678. Could have sank Tetris number 1. Tetris 1 belonging to Java though. Java having to plug a dependency. Barrow with a Tetris. 53 playing 34 here. Ooh, Java misplacing that J. Set up a mini diving board, but got it quickly burnt away. Java gets the board burnt back down. Barrow with a Tetris up to 79, taking advantage of Java's small situation. Java though quickly setting up, getting another Tetris. Barrow past 100,000. Barrow having to scratch their face. It's one of the worst times to get a scratch, or rather an itch that you need to scratch. It's during a game of Tetris. Java and Tiapli not to take the center well Tetris. We'll get set up on the right. That is the move. At any time. Right well is always the move. Barrow sitting 174, Java 101. Java not taking the skim, opting to place that T in the center. We'll get a Tetris off of it, 1 row off the bottom. Barrow also sinking 1. Oh, unfortunate ad on Java's side. So, y'all know the drill, keep playing. until you top out. You know, ads are only temporary. Ooh, but that is a massive 44-second ad though. So, of course, keep playing until it's over. I can give score reports on Abaro though. Abaro's sitting at 278. Abaro having to make constant use of filling lumbars to get column 9. Job and T back from ads sitting at 196. Abaro with a 100,000 lead sitting at 350 right now. So if you're Java, you are hoping for an Abaro quick job out. Abaro taking a triple. Java with a Tetris. Also needing something for column 9. Uses that L to get column 9 at least partially assembled. Baro's board's climbing with some holes in it. Java with a spire. Abaro 390, Java T 280. Abaro with a Tetris goes to 416. Java T getting this board down, but will need to turn boosters on as 19 is approaching in 10 lines. 19 approaching a bit faster for Abaro will transition in 2 lines. Abaro transitions 426. Java T transitioning 298. So 100,000 the difference of transition. Both players trying to keep the aggression going here, trying to eke out just a couple more points over their opponent. Baro might have been setting up for Tetris, but honestly was great to burn that away. Gets a Tetris on 22, goes to 497. Java setting 328. 150 plus is the difference. I borrow another Tetris. Up to 530. $50 lines until kill screen. 50 lines until kill screen. Oh my god, I thought Abaro was gonna set up for another. If a Z had come, Abaro could have nailed another Tetris. Oh, misshifting of a T, but shouldn't be too perilous. Burns it down. Javanti getting a Tetris. That little 24 goes at a 394. Sets up gets another one. I think Abaro also sank a Tetris though. Abaro past 200 lines. Abaro setup gets a Tetris. 618. Javanti setting 439. Oh my god, Abaro is just... Abaro, you're insane. You're laying on so many post-Tetrises. Javanti's board up high, but gets a Lombard where Lombard was needed. Jesus, Abaro, what are you on? Four lines left till kill screen for Abaro. 9 left for Java. Oh, Abaro into kill screen at 735. That will do it for Abaro. Wanted to set it for a Kiltris, but we'll top at 735. Java, 3 lines left. Into kill screen at 480. That will do it. Hey, we made it to double kill screen. I'll take it. Hey, it could. Hey, I mean, it was a massive victory for Abaro, like 200 plus points, but double 29. You can't go wrong with that. Great, amazing finishes here for these players. And it is Abaro taking it. Oh, the bracket doesn't update. Unfortunate. Oh wait, now it might. Let me update it. Yeah, Abaro taking it. Has already won community tier, so will not get the role again. Comp PP as well. Nice. Geez, and very well played. Oh my goodness. Well, congrats Abaro for winning tier 3, getting it done. Who can we raid? Oh, CTL's live. Sure. Oh, I'm so glad that you think my commentary is good. I take inspiration from Abaro. What can I say? Alright, but let's go see what CDL's up to. Looks like they're doing season 24. So let's go see what they're up to.